is going to be my 33 week pregnancy update video. And for this video, obviously I'm just gonna go over those 2 weeks. I'm finally catching up. Thank you, Jesus. I'm getting spurts of energy. A lot of times I use that towards cleaning. However, I wanted to use it towards a video because the last couple of videos I've just been exhausted in, and I can tell because I'm talking like this or talking like that, and I don't like that because it's not me. I wanted to make this video this morning while I have the energy to do it. At 32 weeks, I noticed big time that my exhaustion was coming back. My second trimester was great. I'm not saying my third is bad, but my second trimester was really great in the sense that I had a ton of energy. I felt good about myself. Now, I mean, I look like this. What is this? I just don't have all the energy anymore. It's slowly fading away, and I think a lot of that has to do with me being kept up, which I will get to. I'm definitely becoming more snippy or like more emotional again, which stinks because I sometimes don't know why I am like that, and then I remember I'm pregnant, so that's why. But I am becoming more irritable, I guess the words are. Like, I think that's what I'm looking for. I read that that was completely natural because of your hormones. And there's a lot to take in when you're reaching the final stretch before your baby's born. So I think it's just a combination of stuff that's making me be like that, but it's not all the time. I'm not like, I mean, I'm psycho, but I'm not like that psycho, if you get what I'm saying. At 32 weeks, I started getting that overwhelming feeling that there is just so much to still get done before Oliver comes. And I think even till now, like as I'm filming this, I'm gonna be 35 weeks in just a couple of days, but even filming this now, like I still feel like that. So a big part of it is that my husband just works these crazy hours and I can't do everything by myself, nor does my body allow me to do everything by myself. So I try, but I'm not gonna push myself and put myself into labor because of a room or because of whatever. Yes, I am out of breath from talking. I came running up the steps with my planner because I have my notes in it, and now I'm out of breath. Welcome to pregnancy. I do feel that sense of, oh my gosh, is this gonna be done? And I'm very much that person that likes to have things completed before they need to be completed. So I just want the room to be finished. I want his nursery done so I can just stop worrying about it and I can focus on relaxing and mentally preparing for labor because I want to go medicine free if I can. Like that's part of my plan. That's what I want to do. I really know that your mental state going in is a big part of labor. So I want to have a clear head, and I can't have a clear head when the nursery isn't complete. I'm rambling. Obviously, I'm still swelling. I mean, not as bad because I stopped working at Kirkland's, which probably was the best thing I could have done because it actually helped reduce some of the swelling. I'm not swelling as bad as I used to. Now, if I'm up getting cleaning done, or if I'm up cleaning or just on a roll where I just want to go and keep doing stuff, obviously I swell quite a bit. Or if it's just extremely hot out. Luckily though, it's been pretty nice out. I think the highest it's just been 80. Wind's been blowing. So it's comfortable outside to where I'm not over swelling like I'm gonna blow up. But when I stopped working at Kirkland's, it really made a big difference because I'm not as swollen as I used to be or as sore. Like my feet don't hurt that much anymore, which is great. Feels amazing. My family did come visit after my baby shower. I believe I was 31 weeks when I left Maryland to come back home, and they ended up coming just a few days after to Indiana to come visit us, which was awesome. They stayed here for about a week. We had some other family come in too from Kentucky. So it was a lot of fun. We cooked out on Mother's Day. It was my first Mother's Day. We always celebrate Mother's Day because of the dogs, and they're our fur babies. Literally, I'm that crazy. I'm that dog lady. I've always celebrated Mother's and Father's Day with my husband from our dogs, and he actually went and got me a card from Oakley, Tallulah, and Oliver, which was super sweet. And so we cooked out for Mother's Day and just hung out and relaxed. And then my mom took me to Babies R Us and got us some of the big things that we didn't get at the baby shower, and she got them for us as a gift, which was nice because now I feel a lot better as far as the stuff we have. Now the problem is just setting it up, one step at a time. I am always hot. My hands are always warm. Rarely am I ever cold. Always try to keep the air on in the car or the windows down, and I usually freeze people out. But that's okay because if I'm comfortable, then everyone's comfortable, right? I freeze my husband out in bed because I have the fan going and the window open, but luckily I'm right next to the window, so it works out for me. Pregnancy brain is a real thing, and I'm struggling with it because I feel like I have become so dumb. I am not a person to really be forgetful. I have been so forgetful. I can't remember what I come upstairs to get. I can't remember where I put something down. I can't remember what I needed to ask someone. I can't remember whatever. I locked my keys out. I locked my keys in the house with my car keys weeks ago for the first time in, I could not even tell you, in years. It's been since like high school. And I was so mad about it. It's like, oh my gosh, why would I do that? It's my kid, that's why. Pregnancy brain is real. Don't deny it. Men, that's for you. Like, don't get on me because I forgot something. I am making your child. Well, not all the men, you know what I mean. My husband. I think that's pretty much it for my 32 week. There wasn't too much that went on during that time. It was mainly just wrapping up getting stuff for the nursery, wrapping up getting stuff for the house, for the baby, visiting family, blah, 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 blah. Not too much change with actually like my physical symptoms. Oh my God, I'm gonna shit my pants. Success. In week 33, after my family had left, I ended up getting allergies, which was horrible when you're pregnant. I don't like to medicate at all while I'm pregnant. However, there comes a time when you need to do it. The only thing I've really been taking are Tums and Tylenol. And it was the extra strength Tylenol for any just pain I was having, like headache wise, is the only time I would take it, and I would wait hours before I even took it. So not the Tums, the Tylenol. The Tums, that stuff is popped like candy because my heartburn is pretty real at times. It's died down for sure, but it's still there, and when it is there, you know it's there. I did get allergies, and I think I didn't take anything for it until it was like 2 or 3 nights where I couldn't sleep. I was coughing so bad, and it was such a dry cough that it was horrible. Nothing was coming up, nothing. So I ended up calling the emergency line at the hospital one night, and I said, can I take something to sleep? Can I take Benadryl? Is this safe to take? And she's like, absolutely. And then during the day, you can take like Claritin, would be a good alternative just to help your allergies clear out and give you some relief. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, that next morning, I woke up super early and started coughing, and I coughed up some phlegm, but it was like colored, and I was like, great. This isn't allergies anymore. This is now turning into a sinus infection, which is what had happened. My allergies, I guess, were sitting so much in my face because they weren't clearing out that they turned into a sinus infection, or like a cold, or whatever you want to call it. Ended up waking up. Oh, scratch that. God, this is what I'm talking about. My brain is like trying to process so much information at one time, and then it's like, I called again and asked, or let them know that it is not clear mucus anymore. It's colored. I don't want it to turn into something worse. I don't want it to drop into my lungs so I have like bronchitis or something, or pneumonia, whatever. I didn't want it to turn into anything worse than what I had already had. He told me the Tylenol cold medicine I was good to take. And they even told me I could take Mucinex, which I was pretty surprised about, but I took the Tylenol Cold Max for almost a week, and then my mucus started going back to clear. So that was good, and I got that cleared out. But I woke up one day too, in that time frame I was taking the Tylenol, and my sinuses were so backed up, but nothing was coming out. My sinuses are so backed up, I had boogers coming out of my eye. Ugh. It was just allergies and the sinus infection mixing, just squirted right out of my eye. It didn't really squirt out of my eye, but it was like in the corner on the inner part of my eye, and I was so scared that it was pink eye. My eye was like just swollen. It didn't itch. It was just red and boogery, and my lid was swollen, so I was like this. The whole, like, it was so weird. But my husband was like, whoa, you got boogers coming out of your eye. Yes, I did, because I'm backed up. It stopped after that first day. I just did warm compresses, and it helped a ton. So I didn't need to get any eye drops or anything like that for it, thank God. And it didn't turn into anything else. It actually subsided. And now I'm just a little congested, but I cough here and there, and I blow my nose a lot, but it's all clear. So I'm just kind of weaning off of the sickness, I guess, but I feel fine. I also noticed that in week 33, I began to again nest super hard. One day I vacuumed our whole upstairs, vacuumed downstairs, put together the pack and play, put together the, what is that? It's like a little bouncer thing. It's like a little chair that sits on the ground and the butt vibrates, but it just rocks or bounces. Put that together, did the dishes, wiped off the kitchen counters, dusted the house. I mean, it was like a list of stuff, and I love it. But my body was like, slow down, Daniela. Like, I didn't want to slow down. I wanted to keep going, but I had to stop and take so many dang breaks because my feet would then get swollen because I would go, and then I'm always hot, so I'm dripping sweat out my armpits. And I have been nesting, and I love it because my house is clean, but this nursery is starting to get to me. My hips have been hurting a lot. I know why. It's because he's dropping. Another thing that's been happening in week 33 especially, I've noticed he is lower. I can feel him lower. And my hips are definitely loose. They're preparing. I also have to stay laying on my left side because, again, he's back into my right side. And God forbid I want to lay on my right side. He is not having it. I've tried it because my hip hurts so bad because I was constantly laying on my left side, or I'm sitting up. And if I'm sitting up, then all my pressure like is dropping onto my hips, so it hurts. So then I lay on my left side, and then I wake up in the middle of the night with hip pain because I'm laying on my left side for so many times, like can't lay on my right. Basically now as well, anything I drop will stay dropped unless I can pick it up with my monkey feet and put it in my hand. I mean, I don't have to explain that. Hello, I cannot bend over. I have started leaking milk out of my babies and not like without any help though. Like I noticed that I had little white dots around my nipples, and I was like, what is this? And I just happened to like squeeze it, and some came out, and I was like, they're not like leaking like crazy where they're just doing it on their own. It's when I'm like making it come out. So I guess that's a good sign. I don't know. I don't think that means anything when it comes to breastfeeding, whether you're going to be able to do it or not. I hope that that means that I'm going to be able to do it because I really want to breastfeed. I did schedule the hospital tour. You know, they take you around the maternity section, and they let you know the amenities you get in the rooms and the suites and the this and the that. I scheduled that, and that is June 12th. And it is on a Monday. So most likely, I doubt my husband's going to be able to come with me, which sucks because I really wanted him to go to help him know where to go and all this stuff. However, it's from 7 to 8 at night. I know he's not gonna be able to go. He has other things that he does on Mondays, but Mondays are the only days that they schedule these, and they only have them once every like 2 months. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see where I'll be staying, hopefully making it to when I have my son. I love water. And since my husband works some pretty gnarly hours, we can't go physically to these Lamaze, my boogers. We can't physically go to these Lamaze classes or classes that the hospital provides for breastfeeding and blah, 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 blah. So I actually ended up finding some online classes.
Hey, are you hungry?
Yes.
I love you.
Okay, love you, bye.
Bye.
Such a good man. Are you hungry? Yes, I'm hungry all the time. So I found these Lamaze classes on YouTube, and I started watching like half of one, and they're about 45 minutes each. They are 3 videos, so 3 classes. It's pre-labor, during labor, after. So it's good knowledge. The woman was super, she was saying some really important stuff. So I figured, and we can spend time at home watching those together, where I know his attention will be good and set on the videos. And because it's a learning thing for me too. I don't know everything. I don't know anything. We don't know what's gonna happen. So I'd really like him to be in or attentive to these classes that I found, so that way he knows what's going on, I kind of know what's going on, or we both kind of know what's happening, what's going to happen, what could happen, what might happen, blah, 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 you know, just to be prepared. I mean, it's just an ease of mind thing for me, and I think it would ease my mind if I know he watched the videos and is taking in what he's learning to use it for when I do give birth, because I didn't get a doula, I didn't get like a midwife or anything like that. He's my support, so I'd like him to kind of know what's going on and how to help ease my pain or comfort me when I need it. We're starting to get lists together to pack the bags. Again, I'm very much a person that wants to be prepared ahead of time, so we just grab and go. That's something we're starting to talk about, and that's exciting to me. But it's overwhelming at the same time, because you look at all these lists and it's like, do you overpack? I am an overpacker, a big overpacker. I always overpack because you can never be too prepared. However, when you're grabbing and going, I don't know, like I'm just scared something's gonna be forgotten. So that's just something we've been talking about in the 33rd week of my pregnancy. Haven't really started packing it yet, our bags, but we've definitely been talking about what we need to bring and getting a list together of things that or a mental list together of things that we might be needing for Labor Day. My ultrasound, our final ultrasound, is going to be in the end of my 34 week. So the 33rd week, we're getting really excited for that. I'm hoping and praying that whenever I go in for that ultrasound, that Oliver will just cooperate and let us see what his face looks like, because we do not have one good picture of him in the ultrasound. And I know it's silly because people say, well, you'll have tons of pictures when he comes out. I know we will have tons of pictures because I'm a freak when it comes to that. I mean, I take more pictures of my dogs than I do anyone else in my life. However, I would like a good ultrasound pic to look back on or to frame or something. I love the 3D ones, and we always get a 3D one when we leave our appointments. So I'm hoping that he'll cooperate when we go in for that appointment, but we are getting really excited to see him one last time before we actually get to hold him. So it's crazy that it's gonna be the very last one. I can't wait to see his little baby. It's pretty much it for weeks 32 and 33. And it's just every week just goes by so quickly, and people ask me all the time, are you nervous about labor? Are you worried or blah, whatever about labor? My answer is no. Why, you ask? Because first of all, God and my mom gave me the baby bearing hips. So I think my labor is going to be pretty good. or at least I'm praying that it will be. I'm going in with a positive mind. That's all I can do. It's in God's hands. Whatever happens is gonna happen. I can't control that. I'm just gonna go in with a clear mind. We're gonna start talking about our birth plan. I'm gonna make copies. So I have one, he has one, the nurses have one. They know what I want. They know how I would like it to go. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, I know. But there is a way I'd like to do it. I just haven't really had time to stop and think about the labor, which to me is kind of a good thing because I overthink sometimes. It's kind of going with the flow. My body's gonna take care of me. God's gonna take care of me. I'm pretty zen about it right now. And I think that's mainly because the nursery, again, is not complete. So that has been my focus. My focus has been preparing the house, cleaning the house, organizing it for Oliver's stuff. And yeah, that's what I'm worried about more than my labor. If I had him today, knock on wood, because I do not want to have him today. If I did have him today, we'd be okay because we have everything that's essential that we need. Even a little more than what's essential that we need. But we have everything. It's just not organized. And that bothers me. I'm very excited though to complete everything, at least get somewhere with the room and just be able to relax, kick my feet up, my swollen sausage toes, and just chill out and wait for his arrival and really like prepare my body, do the yogas, stretches, do squats, like just slowly. I know my hips are loose. I haven't been working out. Bad mommy, I know, but it's tougher than it seems. That's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys again so much for watching. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thanks so much.